Hey everyone, so this is where we left off last time. We can't really tell what school districts have a high attendance and what don't. Right now, all we see is red on our map. So we can change that. Now that the two maps are, now that the two data sets are merged, we can go in here and look at change map styles. So just to be clear, everything over here is a polygon. These are little shapes of school districts. And we want to see what's happening in school districts. So we're going to go back, change map styles, and see how we can change these polygons. So the reason everything looks right now is because we're only using one color, that's red. Instead, what we want to do is we want to use buckets. I would say let's start by maybe well, 4 buckets. How's that? 4 buckets. And we could use a range of for the column that we want represented on our map. I want to see the percent of enrollment in school districts. Sorry, percent of students who have attended schools in certain school districts. So I'm going to click on that column, and I'm going to use the range Google has for me because it kind of makes sense with our data. And I'm going to click save. Let's see what happens. Oh, that looks really interesting. The colors are a little weird, but we could change all of that. Change map styles. I am going to go with a color that matches better with that blue. Maybe that. Actually, that's too dull. And I'm gonna go with green and that orange. Okay, let's see how that looks now. All right, this doesn't hurt my eyes so much. So this is great. This is a map with different colors. So what do these colors really mean? Let's see. The orangish brown has a percent enrollment of 85.5%. So this means that only 85.5% of students actually attended school. That doesn't look very good. Let's see what happens here with this green. It's 89, so it's a little higher. What about this darkish blue? 92, and this lightish blue, it has a percent of 91. So it seems like this darkish blue represents school districts that have the highest attendance. I'm actually still don't like the colors, but let's just go with it for now. But how are you supposed to know by just looking at this map? You really can't. So you need a legend of some kind of a sign that tells you what these colors mean. So that is also very easily done in Google Fusion Tables. I am simply going to go to Map of Geometry again and change map styles and legend, this category here, automatic legend, and show polygon fill legend. And I'm gonna make a title that I like there. So student attendance in New York City by percent is what I want there. I already wrote this was something else before, but here we go. Student attendance in NYC by percent. And I can choose where I want my legend. I'm just going to leave it where it is and save. Oh, there we go. This looks pretty good. Now you can tell that this color shows school districts that have the least attendance, and this color shows school districts with very high attendances. But what I still don't like about this map is what's written here. It's so hard to tell what this means. What is percent enrollment? What is school dist? So you can still change that on a Google map. So I'm going to go there and change info window layout. So automatic right now shows all these things that are plotted here, but there's nothing on name as we saw earlier. So there's nothing here on name. We don't really need that. I'm going to go back, change info window layout. remove that name completely. I do want the school district on it, so I'm gonna actually just say school district. I'm gonna spell that correctly. Percent of students, maybe. Percent of attendance, and average enrollment. Enrollment. Okay, so that I am going to save and see what happens. All right, that looks much better and clearer. So that's our Google Fusion table. But now, how do we export this? How do we make this public? To do that, we'd have to first go to Share, and change to public, everyone on the web. And then once that's done, they give you a link to share this, which you could do too. Or if you want to embed this in your website, you can just press publish again. It will give you iframe code, which you can put on your HTML, on your programming page, or whatever you are using. And or otherwise, if you want to send this to somebody, an editor, so they can just view it and tell you what it's what it looks like. You can copy this and open it in a new tab. Oops, don't know what happened there. Failed to open page, but that should work in general. Let's see again. Publish. All right, Command C. And oh, I think I pasted the embed code, but here you go. There you go. It looks like a map. And that, and also if you want to, maybe you don't want your map to look like this when somebody views it. Maybe you want it to look like this. If you zoom enough and then at whatever level you want it to be, and do the same thing again, press publish, and copy this iframe code, it will give you, it will zoom in when you want it. And if you don't want the whole map, if you want it to appear smaller on your website, you can also change the width and the height. Well, folks, that is about it for today. Please do let us know if you have any more questions about Google Fusion Tables. You can email me at sn2512@columbia.edu. Thank you very much. Bye.